Hello YouTube, Edmard here with another Forza 5 video. Today we're going to be building and tuning a Jaguar XKRS as requested by someone in the comments. I really can't remember your name, sorry. But yeah, I was really happy to get a few requests from the last video. So I'm going to start doing this more frequently, and I'm also going to try and get those requests done before I start getting a mountain of requests. So yeah, this was the first one, so I'm going to do it first. Interesting car. I think something interesting about it is the Phil Morrison, who is the guy who runs Driftworks. He also drives the Driftworks R32, and now they've just built an A86. He actually did a photo shoot with Jaguar for this car, where they took him, and I can't remember where exactly, it was some mountain somewhere, and he actually drifted this car around the mountain, and they took pictures of it for the promo shots, and it was him that was driving, so I think that's pretty cool. But anyway, let's get into the build. I'm wondering if there's any actual engine swaps for this. There's one. What is that? A V12. That's probably a racing engine. Yeah, it's not got a lot of torque, whilst it's got quite a lot of horsepower. It's probably a racing engine. I believe it's supercharged already, and turbocharged is going to add weight somehow, so we won't bother with that. No body kits or anything. That's not really much of a surprise. Oh, and the wing looks terrible. Never mind, eh? Okay, so I think I'm going to stick with street tyres for this. I don't want to get too much grip going on. It's already got, yeah, the front tyres are already really wide. What about the rear tyres? 325s. Okay, we'll go with 315s because I don't want to have to use tons and tons of horsepower. But the amount of grip you get off the tyres on this game is insane, so we probably will need a decent amount. God, choosing wheels for this car is difficult. They're quite cool. I like those. Let's go with those E's. They're big enough as is, so we won't make them any bigger. Okay. I'm going to upgrade the club. Alright, sorry about that, guys. My mum just asked me where I put the sweets. I'll have to cut that out. Me just not talking or doing anything for a second. I don't know if the mic would have actually picked her up. But anyway, it definitely would have picked her up slamming the door, because I did pull a funny face at her when she walked in. You know, you just can't get enough time to yourself these days to actually just have a bit of peace and quiet where you can just make a video recording. That's cool though. I can post-production get that out. I'm also, at the moment, I'm waiting for a pop shield in the post at the moment. It should be here soon, but until then you're going to have to suffer with the pop sounds from my mouth, should there be any. I don't think it's that bad. I think you probably only notice stuff if you're listening on some nice headphones, but obviously I really notice it because I actually use studio quality headphones when I'm listening back to my voice on the videos and checking to make sure the audio is okay. I need to make sure I'm paying attention. Oh my god, there's so much horsepower in this car. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do, because I don't want to have tons and tons. It will need a decent amount, this car. You can't drive this car and expect to drift it with no horsepower, but it's also got quite a lot of torque, so actually we'll go stock on that. In fact, I should have asked why this car was requested. I just said, yep, I'll do it, but maybe there's something in particular that someone's having trouble with this car. Anyway, they're probably just interested to see how I would build it. So let's get on with the tune. I'm going to put just a pretty bog standard tune on. I don't really have one that I just do to every car. I just sort of do it by eye. I don't really pay attention to the numbers that are going on there. You know, when I'm doing the gears here, I'm looking at the graph on the right, and I usually have third just past that middle line, where the top of third reaches the red line, which is literally the red line of the car. So that's where the revs will stop. The limiter will stop the revs, and then I'll just bring the other gears a bit closer to it, so you get shorter gears. But usually around that line is a perfect place to have your third gear. Prior to this game, I would have gone to Suzuka and I made sure that the third gear, if I really wanted my third gear to be perfect, then on Suzuka it should be pretty close to the red line the whole time. You should be able to just go around Suzuka pretty much flooring it. And then you'd find that third gear would just work across a lot of tracks. I have slightly stiffer anti-roll bars than I usually have, because this car is quite a stiff car. So if for cars like this, like I don't know, cars that usually have a bit more grip than usual cars, like if you were going to make an S13, then that car's not got a lot of grip. I'm talking about the 240 here, sorry. It's an S13 in my mind. If you were to make that, then to start with it's not got too much grip. So if you go and keep it stiff, then, well, actually, if you make it a lot softer, then it doesn't matter so much, because it didn't have much grip in the first place. But with cars that are designed to have lots of grip, like this car is designed to have a decent amount of grip. It's not amazing, but you know, because it's a slightly grippier car, I'm going to want to not soften the anti-roll bars so much, because that will really upset the car in a more dramatic way than a more average car. But yeah, look, Road America, it's pretty cool. I might do something about that if you guys want me to, but I think it's pretty obvious. It's the same as it was before. I guess it's more detailed now. They probably redid it, although there wasn't really much to suggest that they have. And also they released a car pack. I'm not sure what it was called, the Smoking Tires car pack or something, I don't know. But it had some cars in it, which quite interestingly were already in the game. Some people had the cars already, like ages ago when the game first came out. There were people that had the Corvette ZR1, the older one, which has just come out in this car pack, this most recent one. Wow, this car sounds amazing. Don't know why I'm doing that in hood view. There we go. This car sounds awesome. Lots of grip. But yeah, what was I talking about? That car pack that's just come out, there were people that hacked the game and managed to unlock those cars, and people thought that they were unicorn cars. Oh, sorry, I just knocked the mic. People thought they were unicorn cars, but Turn 10 had already confirmed that there weren't going to be any unicorn cars, so that means that there were cars in the game on release that have only just come out as DLC, which is a bit... it just smells a bit pongy to me. Certainly won't be buying it if it was already in the game. Should have it. Gosh, this car really rotates quite easily. But heck, I've only just made the tune, so I can't expect it to be perfect. Oh man, okay. So we're going to have to do some work for this tune. But that's the good thing about this series where we're doing drift builds. I go in and I'd check out the tune and make sure that it's exactly how it should be. Now I think see how the graphs actually changed after my tuning in the other thing. I think we'll give it slightly more front camber. So what I'm doing here is just stiffening up the front end a little bit, ever so slightly, because I'll stiffen the whole suspension up here just a bit, just to try and create a little bit more slip, because the car is rotating too much. It's trying to spin out on me far too much. So I'm going to try. Let's see if this makes much difference. Yeah, I think that was better. I don't know what you guys think, but that was a bit better than before. But yeah, you can certainly feel the mechanical grip of this car working against you. That's what's creating that rotation. You know, I was talking about earlier about how this car is a more grippy car, so you don't want to drastically change the suspension too much because it could have a negative effect. You can tell that when you're drifting it, because it wants to rotate on you a lot more than say an S15 or a Skyline would, because they don't have as much mechanical grip as this car. This car's forward grip as well, is like the grip being generated from the tyres spinning. Even though they're spinning, they're still pushing the car, trying to push the car forwards. That's quite a lot in this car as well, because it's got such huge tyres on it. Oh no. That wasn't very good, that was my bad. I have to say though, it does sound amazing. Oh, went a bit wide there. Threw it around a bit too hard there. I just shut up for a while, didn't I? I'm enjoying this car too much. Yeah, we'll do one more run. And that'll be the end of that. But yeah, this car's pretty good. I think I said in the first couple of videos that I did this for, I put them on the tuning database. But I think what I'm going to do now is just sort of bring up the tunes so you guys can write it down for yourselves, and you don't have to download a locked version. You can just have it. I don't care. I don't care if anyone's using my tunes or not. But yeah, it's pretty good actually. I think it's not bad. I don't get why why these rims are changing colour. I don't know, but yeah, I'll let you look at the tune. Thank you very much for watching, guys. This car is okay. It's not amazing. I think it could be better. But look, that graph looks different again. Very strange. I don't get that. But yeah, this is the tune. feel free to use it for your own car. That's totally cool. I have bought myself the Pagani Huayra on this game as well, so next video that I'll bring out is probably going to be me test driving that, so if you want to watch that, that would be pretty soon. But yeah, other than that, thank you very much for watching, and this is Edmod out of here. I don't know, what do I do for outros? I mean, the last couple of videos I've done, the outros have been terrible, and this one again. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop the video.